Hi again, lovely people. Thanks for coming back, and let's draw the week to a close by looking together at Galatians chapter 6 and verse 2, which kind of summarizes, or I'd like to suggest, could be a good summary for what we've been looking at this week. Paul says this: carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. So we've talked about the kind of two extremes of lifestyle, if you like, the acts of the flesh versus the fruit of the Spirit. And we talked about the possibility of us being arrogant and judgmental against the person who slips back into the acts of the flesh versus the person who restores and seeks to share the fruit and the gifts of the Spirit with, the fruit of the Spirit with with our brothers and sisters. And all of that comes together in this phrase: carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Against the acts of the Spirit there is no law, Paul reminded us a couple of days ago. But the law of Christ is that we adopt the acts of the Spirit, the fruit of the Spirit, and we live out with hope and faith and love and joy and peace and patience and gentleness and all the other bits and pieces of it. We live that out. And as we seek to carry each other's burdens, as we seek to help to restore our sister or our brother, we're living out the reality of that fruit of the Spirit in us. And by doing that, we are fulfilling the desire of Christ. Let's not use the word the law, the desire of Christ, the hope of Christ, that we will be his people and we will shine his light. And that's our task, really. That's our calling as those who belong to Christ. We are to share the load of that and to share the responsibility of that for one another, because again, as I mentioned, I think on Wednesday, we're family. So let's carry each other's burdens. And in this way, we will live out the law of Christ. Prayer time. Lord, help us. Help us, please, to live by the virtue and the beauty and the magnificence of the fruit of the Spirit, but help us to help others to do so as well. Help us to carry and restore and be gracious to those who are struggling, as we seek that from others for ourselves when we struggle. And please enable us to show you in all that we do. Amen. God bless. Thanks for your company this week. I really do appreciate knowing that there's somebody out there. So if you want to give me a kind of like or a thumbs up or a comment or something on whichever social media platform you're looking at this, I'd appreciate that, just so I know I'm not talking into an empty void. But I appreciate you being there. Bless you. Have a great weekend. Take care.